That's working for me this time.
Hey, what's going on, YouTube? Welcome to the third
Uh,
episode of House Itkovian. Last time, our, our beloved brother Thel Itkovian fell in battle against a fell bird known as the Feller of Thel.
It's called The Rock.
Then the brothers went on a journey to Storm's End, to a meeting with the lords. There, they met a bunch of different fun lords in all their fun different colors, where they were proclaimed to be killers of House Estermont. True, yes, but I don't know. I don't got anything else. Carry on.
Did we kill him? Hell yeah, we killed
Anyway. RP questions?
yeah, how do you guys feel about your brother dying?
It sucks.
It should have been me.
It should have been me. I think it's very, very unfortunate, and Thavian's very pissed at Thel that he let him die. That he let himself die.
I'm mad at you for dying.
Thel let himself die. He got crit. You stupid bastard.
Well, it's not like Thavian knows that.
Whose fault is it?
Literal victim blaming, LMAO.
Yeah. No, I'm on that. Drake, can you just play that in the bot? See if it's working for you? Because I think my hand is kind of fucked right now.
You were dumb. You were sad. Your brain run by goblin. Pull him out and beat him.
Well, I need to look up that prognosticate word.
What?
Oh no, that's to like tell the future. LMFAO. Very cool.
Can I the audio?
Shit, sorry. You wanted the sneaking one?
Yeah.
Okay, I just found the SoundCloud link. This should work.
Yeah. I was gonna do that, but it's quicker if you do.
Pull him out and beat him.
You are dumb. Your brain is run by goblin.
Is everybody here under roll 20?
You're
I can be really quickly. Yes, sure.
Okay. Well, since I know, right? I was gonna fix it to make it look a little bit better, but I like the shittiness even more on top of it. Our dear dead brother gave such a beautiful recap of what happened last time, so I won't bother to do it. Only thing missed out is that you guys also talked to your uncle. Who was undecided on Thorm's offer. But now you three are locked in 3 separate rooms by yourselves.
Mhm.
And Thorm's spellbook has been taken away. You guys have all been de-armed. Or I guess disarmed is the word, isn't there? And there is one person just sitting in Favian's room, just saying, "Hey, bro, don't cast any spells."
Can we leave the room, or are we just kind of locked in this shit?
Oh, you guys are like under. If you can go and try the door, but it's locked from the outside.
Okay, so we wait. Fuck.
These are like royal chambers, the royal cells.
I'm just gonna start jerking it. I'm kidding.
Kill him.
Kidding.
Yeah. Okay. So you guys are just sitting, chilling in your cells. And does anybody have any thoughts on their current predicament? Any plans
Thorm
that like to
has
voice
told the
out to me?
truth. Thorm has told the truth, and he awaits their judgment, bro. He can do no more. Actually, there's one thing they could do more, but they're not going to do it. They're not going to give the sister up. At least he isn't. I hope you guys don't.
Yeah, Davian understands why he told the truth, and he accepts that. He kind of just is preparing for the worst.
Sickly, bro. Alright. Oh my god, I'm sorry. I just looked at. I'll talk about it later. You're sitting in your cell waiting for a little bit of time, Thorm? I say cell, it's just a room, really. And you hear the door open up, and somebody walks in.
Ah, very nice. Are you gonna go be the camera account? Go fucking spectate him? You're muted.
Sorry.
Hey, can you get the fuck out of here?
No,
What is
no,
wrong
I'm
with you?
recording it.
He wants to be here for the recording. He's here for the recording. Hey, anybody listening to this right now, if you're not supposed to be here, fucking leave, Evan or Joey.
They're not in here.
I'm talking to them in the future when they're listening to this video.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, in walks a young person who's around your age, probably a little bit younger than you.
Oh boy.
He's big, very broad of shoulder, dark black hair. He has very, very light gray eyes, fair skin, with a bit of resemblance to. Actually, can you just roll me a charisma check?
Okay.
If you can remember the faces from the court that you saw earlier.
Wouldn't that just be intelligence then? Why would that be
No, it's
charisma?
charisma. His personality, room reading, social awareness.
Sure. Oh, 16.
Sure. He bears a pretty good resemblance to. Sorry, I need to go get my notebook. To Lord Squall, Vandrin.
And Squall was the guy prosecuting us?
No, he's the guy who's like the judge, who's Lord holding court. You guys are at his castle.
He's the head. He's the head. Oh, he's the head honcho of the Stormlands.
Yep, that's him. He's your liege lord.
This is his son. Oh lord.
Or young brother. He comes in and he says, hello. My father's
Lord
come
Squall?
and sent me here to hear your story in full. Lord is not necessary.
Okay.
What? I'm here to hear your story in full. Give me 1 second to set up my writing, and you may start. As he pulls, there's a small table in the room. He pulls up to it, sits down, lays out some parchment and shit. And as he's doing this, he says, "My father hopes that you won't be too offended by being attended to by a bastard, but nonetheless, I'm here to do my job."
We were invited to the Estermont Castle several months ago. We went there. They told us their offer for my sister's hand in marriage. We accepted. We need the money. They offered to build a port, extend trade. It was a good deal. Several months later, no, not several, 2 weeks later, roughly, they came to our castle. Our mother recently gone missing. She was kidnapped. The Lord brought with him his son, who was a mute, and a priestess of death. The Lord agreed to go find our mother for us. We had noticed people had gone missing as soon as they arrived. I and my brother Thane set out to investigate. My brother Fabian and brother Thel were no longer with us at that time. I had banished them after a disagreement. I went out and searched and searched. I found several dead bodies, and then one night, I found the son drinking from the neck of a woman who he had killed. His priestess was there with him. I commanded them to stop. He wouldn't. I had to fight them. My brother Thane and I killed them both. Several days after that, my brother Thel and Fabian returned. They had encountered Lord Estermont in the woods, and they informed us that he was a vampire. We told them of what happened with his son and the priestess. And from then on, it seemed obvious what was happening. We invited a family of vampires to our castle. My other two brothers had made a temporary alliance with a couple of bandits because those bandits were also attacked by vampires. So we set out, and then we killed Lord Estermont. And when he died, his body disappeared into thin air, flew away. I think this was in accordance with the legend of vampire bodies going back to their tombs. Or lord vampires, that is. Other than that, I have nothing else to add.
You had said that the Lord offered to help find your mother. For what reason? Why was she missing?
I think she was kidnapped by the bandits.
Why was she kidnapped by the bandits?
Because they're bandits. We've been trying to get them off our land.
Um, and is there anything else you would like to add to your statement?
No. That's everything.
Okay. A couple more questions I'd just like to ask. Why do you think it was that, assuming that everything you said about Lord Estamont is true, why would he have sought you out, your family in
From
particular?
my understanding, my uncle had told me this. Their house had fled from up north. They had made disagreements with those houses. He didn't specify what it was. And I think they took advantage of my house's current weak state. My father passed recently. He left us with an enormous amount of debt. We're relatively poor than a lot of others. And I think he knew of our trouble with bandits. They attacked us once at our castle. That culminated with them kidnapping our mother, and the feud still continues today. I hope everything is still okay.
Okay. Um, and do you have any doubts as to the vampirism of this of Lord Estamont? Any at all?
Not anymore. No. I saw him turn into a bat. I saw him summon wolves, turn invisible, drink people's blood, cast powerful spells. This man was a vampire through and through. And upon his
Okay.
death, his body turned into mist.
Sorry. That can conclude your statement. Is there anything you would wish to tell anybody? I might deliver the message.
Contact my uncle. Let him know what's going on. My
Well,
mother's brother. The one in Ironwood.
okay. Thank you so much, Lord Itkovian. You will be fed. Everything should be fine. Um, we expect that this entire hearing should be done by the week, or by the end of the week.
Great.
Yeah. Have a nice day. And he stands up. He gathers all his things, and he takes a step out to leave.
Oh, hello.
Hello. Okay. Um, yeah, a little bit of time passes. It's kind of hard to tell from the inside of a cell or the inside of a room that doesn't like face outward toward the sun or anything like that. But in a little bit, you hear some someone coming to the door. The door opens, and in walks a boy, someone around your age, maybe a little bit more younger than you are, by 3 to 4 years. So, could you make me a charisma check, please?
Okay. Zone of truth, baby. Hold on, give me just a second. Why am I retarded? Where the fuck is... Oh, it's in core, huh? 15?
You see that in walks somebody who's a little bit slimmer, like thin. He has very, very dark gray eyes, like gray, almost blue. Brown hair, that a little bit light. He's not super tall. He stands at like 5'8", 5'9", a little bit average, below average, I think. And yeah, he comes in through the door. He has a sort of little bag that he's carrying along with him. He walks in and he says, "Um, hello, Father.
Hello?
I'm here to take your statement."
Okay.
He begins to set stuff onto his table. Onto the table in the room. Sorry. Says out. Takes out some parchment, a little inkwell, writing utensil. Sits down, and then he motions for you to sit down as well.
I do so.
Okay then. I am Lord Vandrin's bastard son. So he asks that you not take too much offense to that.
I do not.
But I'm here to take your statement. Well, isn't that fantastic? So, he readies his pen, and he says, begin speaking when you are ready.
Statement on, I presume, what happened with Lord Estamont?
I'm not exactly here to take your statement on your breakfast this morning.
Okay.
Yes, I apologize. Yes, for the affairs of Lord Estamont, your relations, what led up to his demise, as your brother has confessed. Everything and anything what you think may be relevant would be fantastic.
Our beginning of relations with Lord Estamont began when we received a letter looking for a marriage proposal with our Lady Thea of House Itkovian. Excited by the opportunity, we took a ship to their homeland and met them there. We talked to him and his son, Jason, I believe, and their cleric of death. Initially, everything seemed good and, you know, like an excellent opportunity for us. So of course we jumped at it. We said yes. They gave us a date, and we were expecting that they would be wedded soon. Some time went by as he was waiting for all of the family to be there. Our mother was currently not present, as she had been taken by some bandits in the woods, the Rain Woods. It was over this and a few other things that caused me and our dearly departed Thel to squabble with Thorum, and we split up, at least for a little while. Me and Thel, we explored the woods, trying to take these bandits down, and then we encountered it. It was at this bandit camp, one that we had scoped out before, that we saw pure, unadulterated bloodshed. Tongues ripped out of mouths, people hung up on crucifixes, just horrific things. Me and Thel, that is, tried to save one of them. He was barely alive, but we couldn't get who did it out of him. He died before we could ask him anything. Well, he couldn't answer. His tongue was cut out. Um, I would like to say too, this place was something no human could have done. It was monstrous. It was after that, leaving this camp, we ran into a vampire. My brother Thel came under its influence, and before I knew it, I was unconscious. I woke up in a cabin in the woods, uh, of which this vampire had made some semblance of a home. Across from me was
And sorry, um, how do you know that it was a vampire?
had well, it looked like a vampire. It had fangs. Um, and across from me in a cell was another person who looks as if they had been drained of their energy and their tongue had been cut out as well. They were alive when we talked to them, when I tried to talk to them, but they didn't make it much longer. After that, after a short while, maybe
Okay, but sorry, another just one more question. You say that you ran into the vampire and then you were unconscious. Yes.
yes, my brother Thel had been controlled by the vampire, who then he swung at me and knocked me unconscious.
Um. Okay.
If you would allow me to continue the story, I can explain it in better detail as we get closer to uh, how these pieces fit. My brother Thel,
Absolutely. I will attempt to hold further interruptions.
thank you. My brother Thel woke up from his trance, of which I could see him, but he was not responding. He woke up from his trance uh, and found out that we were locked in the cellar of this cabin, of which then a masked individual, I do not know the name of, opened the cellar door, let us out, gave us our things, and as we were leaving, we ran into the same beast. From there commenced a duel. We took down the thing uh, as I went unconscious. My brother Thel later informed me that after I had gone unconscious during the battle, that the man himself was hunting this vampire and that it had been continuing to plague these woods, um, eventually allowing itself to cooperate into its coffin that is somewhere within those woods. And he had been hunting for its
Okay.
coffin.
Quick just clarification. Make sure I'm getting all of my things here correct. So, the first time you encountered the vampire, you were knocked
Yeah.
unconscious,
Yes.
and then the second time you came in contact with the vampire, you were knocked unconscious again.
After dueling with it for a sustained period of time, yes.
Okay. Please continue.
Eventually, me and my brother, seeing no better options, went to speak to the bandits who had taken our mother. We made a temporary peace treaty and then returned to our brother to find out that one Lord Estamont's son had been consuming the blood of, I believe it was one of the guards, in the town square, to which they fought, and Lord Estamont escaped. We then, with the bandits, teamed up to face the bigger threat, Lord Estamont, which we found in the woods. He and several creatures of his, and wolves and bats and all of these things, um, killed a large majority of the bandit leaders' men. But after much peril, we defeated said vampires. Not without tribulations. Thel and Thorum were cursed by the death priest that was accompanied by the vampire, and they shortly went after slaying Estamont, went to what is his name? He's in the Mistwood. Lord, apologies, Lord. Is it Mertens? I believe it's Mertens.
It is a family in the Rainwood, yes.
Yes, the Mertens. Thel and Thorm went to the Mertens. Their priest cured them of this affliction. And then that at least ends the Lord Estamont situation.
Okay. So you have zero doubts that all of these individuals that you have spoken of were vampiric. None in your mind.
No doubts in my mind. I watched him turn to mist. I watched him disappear before my eyes. He was not of human kind.
That there are wizards and sorcerers and things of the such that can turn themselves invisible. Could you possibly have mistaken that for what he had done?
No. In fact, he provoked us I should have said this, when we first encountered him. He said that he had been awaiting for this moment, that he loves prey that is harder to catch. He called us prey, and he also had fangs, like that of a vampire.
Okay. There are a few questions that I may have, but if there's anything else that you would like to add to your statement, let it be known now. Okay.
Yeah.
So, you say that your sister was offered a marriage proposal from Lord Estamont to his son, Jason Estamont.
Yes.
You and your family visited them on Greenstone, meeting Lord Estamont, Jason Estamont, and there you guys negotiated the terms of engagement.
Yes.
Next, your Lord Estamont came to visit you in Stonehelm, and it was then that your mother was kidnapped by bandits.
Yes.
Um, they were kidnapped by. She was kidnapped by bandits. Any provocation for this napping?
These bandits had made themselves a home in our woods, and as you could guess, we didn't quite like that. They tried to get us to work with them and do nefarious deeds, but we killed their messenger and started a war, more or less. At that point, we had killed many, many, many bandits, but um, Kincaid, the bandit leader, decided that it would be best if he took our mother as a way of making us more. I'm not sure what the word is. Making us listen to him.
Okay.
So
And this same bandit is the one that you later teamed up with, formed an alliance to then face down Lord Estamont.
yes, we also did later attempt to further take out this bandit, but we failed and he left us alive.
If he had gone through such efforts to steal your mother, and you had killed all, you say that you had killed a lot of his bandits. Later you guys fail. Why would he leave you alive?
I think he thinks that he owns us now and that we have to do his bidding. I don't know.
But before, you guys had said no to his offers. He beats you, doesn't kill you, and now you believe that he thinks that he owns you?
I'm sorry, what are you getting at here?
I'm just trying to understand the relationship between your family and these bandits. It is quite confusing on my end.
Yes, we did decline his offer.
Decline
For
his offer for the alliance originally.
uh, a alliance to steal things, not related to the vampire.
Okay.
He wanted to use us to steal from our fellow kin, of which we would never do.
Surely. Um, has he asked anything of you since this? Since he beaten you and left you alive?
No, but he did take most of our gold. I think he fancies himself honorable. By not killing us, that is.
Had you lot won, would you have killed him?
I think so.
Okay. You
Absolutely.
say most of our gold. I apologize to ask for something real quick. Do you have an amount?
Roughly 2,000, half of our gold in total.
Okay. I believe you're just about to retract something you had just said. I apologize for cutting you off.
To answer your question, we absolutely would have killed him. But yes, that was the events.
Do you have any idea as to the whereabouts of this Kincaid at the current moment, or his last known?
Last known place of hold was in Crow's Nest, the mountains above us. In the mountains above us.
Yes. Okay. And again, he hasn't attempted to reach out to you
No,
since. Okay.
we've also been gone.
Okay. Um. Lastly, again, anything you would like to say?
No.
No?
Besides, I
Okay
guess
then.
I hope you find us innocent.
The truth shall reveal itself, but that is not for me to say. That is up to my father. He'll stand up, gather up his things, and exit the door.
Okay.
Well, he was a lot more chatty than the last one, wasn't he?
Blood was yapping. Yap, yap, yapping.
Motherfucker. Yap, yap, yapperoo. I almost dragged Jonathan back in here. Boom.
Oh,
Howdy, partner.
hello.
So, you're waiting in your room, passing time by. What is Thane thinking about?
Uh, why they're going through this much trouble for this?
Valid. Let me just get something ready, and then. Okay. All right. You're waiting in your room for what could be maybe like an hour, hour and a half, something like that. Hard to tell with time passing. You don't have like a window or anything in your room to help to note the passage of time. But after some indeterminate amount of time, the door, you hear like a knock at the door, and then the door opens. Um, in walks a young woman. Um, she's like 5'7", somewhere around there. Olive colored skin. Has sort of reddish brown hair. And it falls down to like her back, her mid back, a little bit beyond her shoulder blades. Um, she has very light gray eyes. Um, Small frame. Uh, and yeah, she walks in. She's carrying some paper and an inkwell and a writing utensil, like a little pen. And she comes in. She says, uh, hello, Lord Thane Itkovian. Um, I hope I didn't bother you sleeping.
Um, no. What is this about?
Um, I am here to take your account of the Estermont business. I'm here to write down your statement and your perspective of everything. And yeah. Oh, yeah, sorry. And this woman seems to be a little bit younger than you. Like maybe like 18, 17, something like that.
Fine. What is it that you wish to know?
Um, so, if you don't mind if I sit down.
Fine.
Okay. She sits down and sets up her things. and she says, if you could just give me your account, everything that you remember, and everything that you find relevant, um, from start to finish, from with your encounter with Lord Gildane Estamont and his son Jason Estamont.
We were invited over to their island for a marriage proposal. We agreed. We went back. We went back to our land. We were dealing with an ongoing bandit issue, and they decided to visit us out of the blue while this issue was going on. Um, sorry, my memory.
No problem. Just take your time. Oh, I'm sorry. Would you care for anything to drink? Something to eat?
No.
Okay. Um,
I don't. Essentially, I don't know what happened afterwards. I don't remember, but I do remember Lord Estamont being missing for a little while. We went to go ask Jason about what was going on. Um, our brothers had a falling out, and we were awoken sometime after in the middle of the night to one of our buildings being burnt, and Jason hovering over one of our citizens of Stonehelm, eating the flesh from his neck. We slew him, and we went after his father. We slew him too. And then we're here.
um, okay. Um, do you believe both Lord Estamont and Jason Estamont to be vampires?
I am not a man of faith, but I know what I saw. Whether they're vampires or monsters, one and the same. They threatened the land of Itkovian, and they were needed to put an end to.
Okay. Um, I don't have any other questions at the moment. Is there anything else you would like to add to your statement?
That's all the important bits. Or would you perhaps like to know how I woke up in the morning, how I felt, where I took a shower,
Um,
you know?
unless you think it relevant, my lord. No, I don't.
And that's all you need to know.
Okay. Um, now, this next bit, my name. Oh, so I apologize. My name is Elise. Um, I have a couple of questions, but they're just not pertaining exactly to anything that need be written down. If you don't mind sparing me a few minutes.
Okay?
Um, how did you feel about all of it?
I was surprised. I did not expect the man of such stature and renown to be a monster hiding within. I did not expect them to request a marriage proposal from us. I was afraid of what he would do to people close to me. He's already taken a handful of our guards, as well as citizens of Stonehelm.
Mm-hmm. I did just wish to know. Um, if there's anything, any message you would like me to send to anybody, I may.
Did you speak with my brothers beforehand?
I did not know.
Well, how are they? Do you know?
Alive. I believe that um, my brothers are meeting with them at this current moment.
All right. Well, that's all I wanted to know is how they were doing. Uh, if that's all, you you may see yourself out. If there's anything else you'd like to know, just go ahead and ask.
Um, thank you for your time, Thane. And she'll stand up. She'll gather her things. Um, and she'll walk out. We really got a small, medium, large order, didn't we?
Yeah. All right, now you want to interview Thel's dead body?
Oh, Thel, what are your thoughts on becoming an animated corpse?
I think Thel would be down, bro.
I got a couple things left.
Really? Okay.
Thorm, a little bit, basically right after the first person left, somebody else will walk in through the door. Um, it'll be a woman, I guess a girl, a little bit younger than you. Uh, maybe about like 17, 16. Um, long brown, uh, almost reddish hair that falls down to like the midsection of her back. She's very bright, or light rather, gray eyes, slim, slim frame, um, maybe like 5'7", something like that. Who walks in, and she says, I was told to ask, how are you doing?
Anxious, if you can believe it.
I may.
Did you hear me?
Well, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Um, I asked because your brother Thane asked to see how you all were doing.
Yeah, I'm doing okay. How is he?
I would say that he's faring quite similarly.
Okay.
Okay. That's all I asked. Came to ask. Have a nice day.
Oh, hello.
Um, after your guy walks out and leaves, basically before the door closes, a young woman will walk through, maybe around like 17, 16 years old. Brown, almost red hair. It falls pretty far down her back. Very light gray eyes. Small frame, and stands like 5'6", 5'7", something like that.
Okay.
She comes in like just before the door closes and says, I was told to ask, how are you doing?"
I'm doing fine. A little hungry. Parched. But fine.
That can be remedied. But fine overall?
Yeah. As fine as one can be while being held under house arrest.
Yeah, my brother can be a little intense sometimes too, so I apologize if he made you feel more uncomfortable. I came to ask because your brother, Thane, was wondering how you two were doing. You and your older brother.
Oh, tell Thane I'm good, and that I'll see him soon.
And then she'll leave. All right, Thane. 12 armed knights walk into your room.
They beat you to death.
And yeah. A couple minutes after Elise, had left your room, she comes back. She opens it up, comes in and says, "Your eldest brother is slightly anxious, but he's feeling fine other than that. And your other brother said that he was doing well, and that he was faring fine."
Thank you. I appreciate you going out of your way to go and check on him for me.
No problem. Um, I do hope that this all clears itself up in the end.
Whatever happens, happens.
How brave. And then she steps out and leaves. Oh, brother.
Just randomly say, yeah, that story didn't line up. Even if it did completely line up, to say it didn't line up, and we're gonna have to execute one of you. Sorry.
Yep. All right. Let's jump back into the other one real quick. Don't worry, guys. We're coming. I hope none of you people are in here conspiring while I'm not here to listen.
We're
It's
not.
funny, but they're actually just saying
No.
gooning and fucking mewing and jelking and talking about getting
Meowing.
raped.
I've said no
Oh,
such
boy.
thing. I've said no such
I
thing.
said no such thing.
Huh?
I've said no such thing.
If you
If-
check out
No, you
Jonathan's,
did. No,
if you
you
check out
did.
Jonathan's bio, it says Jelk/Jelk self. So I'm inclined to believe Joey's initial assertion.
Oh shit.
Oh, and Jonathan was going, I'm hungry. That's basically
I
what
thought you
happened
got your snack.
the entire time.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd change that. I know people in real life on here. I'd change that shit.
What is wrong with
Okay.
I think it's the server only though. It is. Thank God. Holy fuck. Wow, that would have been bad.
Are
They
you
would've-
ashamed if you're joking, or you're jelking and you're mewing? Your jelk self?
He should be, yes. I wish he had the same attitude around us. But it seems we get this version of Jonathan. In any case, the rest of the day shall go on until you guys eventually Does anybody feel like they're so anxious that they couldn't sleep?
No, I think Thorm has kind of accepted the reality of the situation. It all depends on them, accepting the truth, and so he's just gonna wait.
Yeah, kind of the same thing. I'm just also praying to Velthara that my vengeance not the vengeance taken against Estermont
Depends on
will
a
be punished.
goddamn bird. What about Kincaid? Do you have vengeance on him still?
Yeah, I want to kill that guy.
Let's go.
Me. Okay. So yeah, hours will pass until you guys eventually find sleep. Food will be obviously food and things will be brought to you. Refreshments. Make sure you guys don't die. Nothing too fancy. Just
Nathan's is hungry.
soft nutrients to help you guys power through your day. And you guys are sleeping when one of you has a little visitor in the night.
No.
You guys should probably get used to the idea of having one less brother. Okay,
You're
Thorm.
gonna kill me! You're gonna kill me!
Wouldn't it be funny if I just threw like 10 armed guards at you? In this current state where you're unarmed and unmagicked?
I think we have different definitions of funny.
Okay. Thorm. You
So,
are a little sleepy boo. Taking a nap. You were hungry, but now you've eaten. Sleep takes you. But at some point during your slumber, your door will open, and somebody will walk through. I assume at this current time it'll be pretty easy for you. You'll be pretty on edge, so sleeping lightly. Walking through will be a man, a very old man. Looks to be in his like late 60s, early 70s. He has a great gray beard that is braided at the ends, which is his main defining feature. He currently is wearing normal clothing. The clothing is a light blue and green on gold. And he walks in and he says, I guess, yeah, he's a tall man, big, wide of shoulder, 6'3", 6'4", almost, maybe. Taller than you. He has a sword at his hip. He currently wears no armor. He has a cloak, just a black cloak. And he steps in and he says, good evening.
he rubs his sleepy eyes. Good evening.
The door closes behind him. So, that was your day.
How do you think?
Quite shit, if you ask me. But I don't know. Maybe the living in here is quite fun. I don't really know though.
Nope.
One thing I will say is, it doesn't seem like you and your brothers are gonna do quite good.
Great.
All of your statements were taken this morning, and man, do they not line up.
Well, yeah, we were
Did
separated
you
from each other.
really think that it's a vampire? Like honestly, in your heart of hearts, really.
I know he was a vampire.
Well, your brothers don't seem to think the same. Um,
You're lying.
I'm just the man sent here to help prepare you. Okay, whether you believe me or not is really up to you. Um, but in any case, um, any last words you might have? Send them up somewhere far.
Who are you exactly?
I'm not really a kiss and tell kind of guy, you know?
That's not. I'm asking for your name.
I'll be telling.
Okay. Did you contact my uncle? Did you let my mother know what's going on? How are my brothers
That's
doing?
not. None of that is my job.
Then why are you asking for last words? Are you killing me now?
Would you like me to?
No.
I'll get him next time. Well, I'm just here to say you're probably not going to be doing pretty well. Um, and in the mad case that you even attempt to think of calling for some sort of combat trial, you probably shouldn't. But have a nice day. Or a nice night,
Robots.
rather. Goodbye, young Thor. He opens up the door, or I guess knocks on the door for it to be opened. Walks out. Now you're left all alone in your poor little room.
Just stare up at the ceiling.
Cool.
Born.
Very cool.
Okay. You guys' night will pass. Change the date. And now Thane is the Lord of Stonehelm.
I'm sorry, what?
Huh?
Jokes.
Yeah, don't do that shit to me. Not
Jokes.
again.
I'm just fucking with you. Okay. Um, you guys are all not awoken. Actually, you all wake up naturally at whatever time that may be.
Let's go.
Some of you, maybe who woke up earlier, will have food brought to you. Others will have food waiting for you as you awake, depends on when you wake up. But for most of today, you guys will actually just be chilling in your own little rooms.
Great.
Anybody want to do anything crazy, like hang themselves by sheets?
Yep. Yep.
Thinking about it.
No. Only joking, Mew.
Okay.
Please kill this man.
I will ask whenever the person who brings in the food, I'll ask how long we're gonna be in here for.
Yeah, the person will come in, bring your food. You can ask that, and they'll say that they expect it for it to go on for another like 5 or so days.
What the hell?
Fine.
5 days you gotta wait? Goddamn.
How long is to make a goddamn decision?
5 whole
Wait,
days.
for the better.
Okay. And then the 6th day, or the 6th of June, will pass right before our very eyes. You lot can go to sleep. wake up. And the same thing will happen again. Just food waiting for you or brought to you depending on when you awoke throughout the day.
Okay.
Oh God.
Get used to having one less brother.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Oh, thank God.
I'm just kidding.
Aw.
Okay. I made mention of this guy earlier, but he was pretty quiet. Thus has been so far. The guy who's sitting in here to stop you from memorizing spells.
Mhm.
He is a young boy.
Okay.
Maybe 11, 12
Okay.
or so. He sits in essentially just kind of sits in the corner of your room, unspeaking. He has a very short, oh no, not very short actually. Kind of messy black hair, very light gray eyes. Um, he wears black. Um, and currently he sends, I don't know, like maybe just about 5 feet. So kind of tall for like a 10-year-old,
Mhm.
I think. Right?
Yeah, that's yeah.
He's very skinny, very thin frame. Uh, but basically, he just sits in here and kind of stares at you for the past 2 days.
Okay.
When people bring in food, they bring in food for both you and him.
Mhm.
And he kind of just sits there and stares until today's the 7th, right? Yeah. About 2 days after, since you've been in captivity, he'll speak up and say, "So, do you really do
Yeah.
magic?"
Of course I do.
Yeah, but it's not like the other kinds of magic, yeah, where like people who go there and study it's like math or something like that. You do other kinds. I don't really get it.
My magic is not technically my own. My magic comes from Velthara, the goddess of vengeance. My brother, Thorum, he is a learned caster. He has spent many years learning all kinds of spells and, as you say, doing math. Um, but no, I don't do math, do my magic, no. I pray.
So if I just stop praying, then I'll be able to cast magic too.
Well, not necessarily, but I think if you devote yourself to the god, well, rather the god will choose you more so, and you renounce things like your family name and things along those lines, then yeah.
I'll have a family name.
What is your position in this debacle?
Um, I'm Lord Vengean's bastard son, at least his third one. You met with my brother the other day.
Hmm. I can kind of see the resemblance. In mannerisms, at least.
Well, that's not very good. He's a little mean.
Hmm. Maybe. Didn't get to know him that well. Do you know about the gods?
I know of them, yeah. But we're not too religious around here.
It's an unfortunate thing. The gods are an important thing. They bring light to many people's lives. I suggest when you get the chance, maybe look at them.
Alright. Well, it actually seems that that won't be for a while, because right now I'm just here to look at you.
Yeah, well, I'm here to sit here, so if you have questions, just ask. I have nothing better to do.
Alright. And then he reverts back into his silence.
Okay.
God, I just need to kill one of them. It's so easy.
Bro, you're fumbling the bag. You're fumbling the bag.
Just need to kill him.
Just kill one in the cell. It's that easy.
You're so fucking right.
You got it. You got it.
Kitty.
The 7th of June will follow similar pattern to the day before. Everything will go back to just be chilling.
Did they say a week, bro? We've been here for fucking day. We've been here for more than a week. Goddamn.
No? What?
You guys got here on the 5th,
Not
bro.
bad.
It's 2 days.
Oh, it's been 2 days.
Sorry,
Oh.
3. The 7th
Well,
or the
now
8th?
it's been. Right now it's the 8th. You guys slept, and now you just arose on the 8th. You guys got here on the 5th.
Okay.
The 8th will come, and it will go swiftly. As you guys are again brought food, water. You guys have like little chamber pots in these rooms, and people come in to obviously empty and clean them, and then bring others back. But no need to get into that ooey gooey, yucky stuff. But yeah. Today is the 9th. Or would be unless someone had a visitor in the night.
What in the hell?
Oh.
Oh, God.
Thing. You're eeping in the middle of the night when you're quite a heavy sleeper. And maybe the general anxiety is worn off of the first couple of days. Now it's just sort of a looming, like white noise in the back as opposed to a thumping thunderstorm. But you're awoken by the woman who was interviewing you a couple of days ago.
Is there a reason that you're here this late?
It's the easiest time to get in here unnoticed. You'll see that she's dressed in gray, which she was also dressed in the other day. But now she carries like a small little basket, and she goes and sits down at the table that she was interviewing you at a few days prior.
If you wish to slit my throat, you should have done it while I was asleep.
Well, if that's what I wished, that's what I would have done. But it doesn't seem that I'm finished with you yet. Would you mind joining me?
Sure. And then we'll get out of bed and sit at the table.
um, she'll take from this basket out. She removes some cheese, some sliced meats, um, some like ale to wash things down with, like lightly, like watered down ale. Um, she sets things up for both of you. She sets up two little, um, I guess, plates and eating arrangements. Sets a basket down, and then she says, "Go ahead, eat."
Okay. A charcuterie board just for me.
Well, I wish to have some as well, but it seems if you're going to eat it all, then probably
Oh.
not.
No, God. Frankly, I don't even think I trust eating this, but I will do so.
She'll lean over and she'll eat um, one of everything: some bread, meat, cheese. Drink from both cups. And says, "Well, it seems that if any of this were poisoned, then we would both be facing our near demise."
It would seem so, and then we'll eat. So, what is it that you wish to speak of me with?
Well, a couple of things. We were analyzing your statements a few days ago. And of course, none of this being official, this meeting, um, I had a few questions just to
Go
help
on.
with some curiosities. So, your brothers say, and um, I don't believe that you said this when I was interviewing you, but your brothers both say that your mother was kidnapped. Yes?
Yes, that is what we were dealing with the bandits. I apologize. I seem to have slipped my mind. You see, that woman, she and the rest of the household aren't in the greatest of, how you say, relationships.
Why is that?
She's not a mother, if I could say it plainly. She simply birthed her children, and that was all.
Okay. Um, hmm. So she's been cold to you, I take.
All of us, yes.
You ever think why?
I assume it has to do with our family's debt. Seems our father owes a lot of money to many people. But other than that, that's all we can assume. For she does not speak to us at all. Or whether she only does so when she needs to.
Um, and your other brother brought up something that I found interesting. Um, he says that you and your brothers uh, faced off against one um, Kincaid, a bandit leader that lurks in the woods.
It,
That he also helped you guys in slaying Lord Estamont.
it was a mutual ceasefire for the moment.
He then later went on to say that you faced off against him, and you and your brothers lost, and then he didn't kill you. He just left you all unconscious. Is that correct?
Yep, that is true, and he did take most of what he thought owed.
Around 2,000 gold. Um, but one thing that your brother didn't know too hard was why he left you alive. Do, do you know? You have any reason?
Um, my brother thinks that he himself fancies himself a code or some kind of moral. Uh, at least that's what, in the words of my brother, I too think that this Kincaid has some kind of. He sees himself on some moral high ground by not finishing us off. He did mention that we were entertaining.
Okay. Um, sorry. I just seem to find myself lost in thought for a moment. Um, no, actually, that should be all. I'm gonna sit here and wait until you finish eating, and then I'll take everything out. Um, of course, I wasn't here.
Aye.
Just coming in to fill in some gaps of my own interest.
Well, I appreciate the treat. And hopefully that helps clear things up.
Yeah, she'll clean everything up, start putting it into the basket, and then when she finishes putting everything in, she'll wait until she'll say, "Do you know any good stories, or have any of your own?"
Other than my tales of accounts of the battles that took place in my keep, um, our other brother was the one for the books.
Yes. I'm sorry for your loss.
It's alright.
One of your battles would do.
Uh, back when this Kincaid had first attacked our keep, we actually littered the floor with flour. And we set it up.
Why flour?
It was the thing we had in large quantities and something we could set on fire within a moment's notice.
And did it work?
Sort of.
Well, sort of is not really an answer now, is it? What
The
happened?
It left the courtyard of our keep blackened with soot. And it took more than just the effort of the housekeepers. It took us all to get it somewhat presentable.
Exciting. Well, thank you, Dane. I'll be seeing you another time. Have a nice night.
And you as
She'll
well.
pick up her basket. She'll stand up. She'll do a little curtsy. Take her basket and leave. I just realized you got
Just
rid of
because,
your
alright.
thing.
Got rid of
Your
what?
I'm fucking your brother. It doesn't play when he jumps into a thing.
Oh. You're muted. You're muted.
You can. There's a setting you can do where you can join without entrance sound. That's what I have it. That's what I've been doing.
Okay. So you guys rise on the 9th. And these rooms that you guys are in are pretty low light. You know, they're like lit by like candles and things like that. So not super well lit. So your eyes have adjusted to this low light setting for a little bit. You guys will. Somebody roll me a d10.
I got it.
We're good.
Roll 10. You guys will die.
Aw, 6.
Okay. Let me just count. Okay.
Sorry, I'm just laughing at Thane's fucking token on his fucking.
And his stick figure on the drawing.
Yeah.
Okay. So, you guys will all be gathered. Somebody will come in and pull each one of you guys out, knocking, opening, and saying, somebody wishes to speak with you all under the supervision of Lord Squall. So, if you all wouldn't mind preparing yourselves and, yeah, just be ready. So,
Word.
Word.
you guys all will exit your rooms, still inside the castle, but you guys are brought into a larger bedroom. That also kind of acts as it's like a living space. So it has a big bed, and has like a work table, like a desk, a giant window that faces out towards the ocean. And as you guys enter, immediately hit by the brightness of the sun shining straight through the window. But you guys all walk through. There is a man, middle-aged man, looks to be about like 40. And in his room, on his clothing and things, just looking around, you can see that there's a sigil that is scattered about. It is 3 brass bucklers on blue.
Back up family.
You guys enter in. There are 3 chairs awaiting you. Nicer chairs. They have like a little soft cushion, a large back. And the 3 of you are motioned to sit down in them.
Do so.
Yeah.
Hidden.
So, the man in the room looks at you all, and he says, "Hello. Uh, pleasure to meet you all.
Your
I take it that your stay here has been eventful.
Indeed.
Um, but not really here to talk about that. So, assuming that you all are innocent, which I'm sure you believe you are, and is quite irrelevant to me at the moment, I wish to speak of what happens once you guys get out. You guys are all successful, happy, woohoo. We beat the case. But you guys go home, and then what?
We just want to pay off our dad's debt. Is that too much to ask?
No. You go home, you work your ass off, you pay off your dad's debt, however much that may be. Then what?
We rule Storm's Keep and deal with whatever issues that may come.
Alright. So you go home, you pay off your dad's debt, you rule your keep. Presumably you get married at some point, have a few kids, pass it on to them, right?
Yes.
Alright. So, what then do you wish to leave your kids?
A healthy, successful, and thriving keep. With healthy, successful, thriving villagers who are grateful and pay their taxes and live happy, successful lives, and so forth. And to serve our liege with what he needs.
Alright. So, that's what he wants. The other two of you. You guys live long enough, pay off your father's debt. Then what?
As a war priest of Velthara, I simply hope to do my best to follow Velthara's wishes and to lead those who are lost, who are astray, to their rightful path.
Amazing. Amorphous. Very open to interpretation. And you? Thane, I believe it is. What do you do?
He's talking to someone.
Oh, okay.
Probably his mother.
Isn't there someone you forgot to ask?
You're dead! You're dead! Stay dead! You're dead! Anyway.
Me, I think I'm gonna just chill here. Meet my new friends. This guy's name is Wormathan.
Wormathan? Is this the dude we're talking to? Is his name Wormathan?
No, that's the worm that's inside of Thel's coffin and eating him. Feasting on the leftover nutrients of his body.
Hell yeah. And Nathan said, hell yeah.
Oh, shit.
Luigi.
I picked up his phone and makes a phone call. The guy just sits there staring at him.
Hold up.
Sorry, sir.
Hello.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Chilling.
No problem.
What did he
I'm
ask?
sure our YouTube
about
audience will forgive you.
existing?
So, you make it out of here. You pay off your father's debt. Then what? What do? Your older brother makes little babies, gives them a prospering lordship. Your other brother goes off, does some Beltharish shit. What do?
I like to figure it out as I go along. Too much anxiety from planning ahead.
Well, ain't that true? It seems how you guys ended up here, huh? I'm sorry. That's a bit insensitive, is it? No, I apologize. Um, but let's say you guys don't make it out of here. Off with your heads. What then do you leave?
I leave behind broken, unkempt kingdom that wasn't even able to be repaired from the get-go at all.
And even worse, it's in the hands of our mother.
Oh! Speak ill of the woman who birthed you.
You haven't.
You
met
would
her.
too if you knew her.
Well, I'm sure she's a very nice lady.
She's not.
Anyway. You leave it to your mother. What does your mother get?
Drunk.
Dad. Yeah, drunk.
Nice. Let's say your mother doesn't remarry. She dies. Then what? What happens to your kingdom?
I believe it passes to you. As a
Why the hell
reversion.
would it pass to me?
As a reversion of the land that you granted us. Oh, is this not Squall? This is
Motherfucker, I am
Buckler,
not.
right?
No.
I am not Lord.
Oh,
I am not
sorry,
Lord Squall.
Sorry, it reverts to Squall.
Okay. Reverse to him. You guys have no other family. At least none other that have any sort of claim on your land.
Oh, no, actually, no. It would go to our uncle. Apologies. If we die, it goes to our uncle currently.
Legally, your uncle doesn't really have any claim to that land.
Oh, then I guess it would go to mother, and if she doesn't remarry and has no children, then it reverts to the Lord Squall.
Okay. Reverse to him. Because your uncle's already been through this mess, and boy, did he not make it out too well. Are you happy with that?
No.
It's not.
Of course not. But your guys' future is either really bright on one end, or really, really poor on one. How did you
Indeed.
guys end up like this?
Our father.
Do you guys like any of your parents?
No, I love our father. But he
Okay.
left us an enormous amount of debt. I
No.
don't know what he spent it on.
Huh?
Yeah.
Okay. With all that being said, how about I make you a deal? I currently have an unwed daughter. At this moment. we wed you two tomorrow. So, if you guys either die, and hopefully you can help sire a child immediately. At least so we can start, the process. You guys keep going. You guys die, on one hand. You leave it in the hands of somebody who's not your mother. You guys seem to be okay with that. Or, you guys live, and now, in case you do die, you have an heir.
Why?
Do
How's this all
you
sound?
are you an advisor of Lord Squall? I have a feeling you might be pushing him for our death.
No, I'm not advising him. My name is Rafe
Okay.
Buckler,
Wraith
the
or
Lord
Ray?
of Bronze Gate. Rafe.
Hmm.
Can you go back to
R-A-I-F.
the Can you go back to the main map? I need to see where his kingdom is. And you're Lord of.
I'm Lord of Bronze Gate. Another place over here in the Stormlands if you can't remember too well.
I see. Okay. How old is she, and who exactly are you trying to get her married to?
Well, seeing as none of you have any children, none of you are wed, none of you are married, it seems best that it would be you. Yes, Lord Thor?
Okay. How old is she? Does she look good?
She's 21, and all my children are beautiful.
Away moment.
Are we talking like a 6, maybe a 7? Ooh, a 10?
I'm talking...
This is a scale of 18, by the way, in this universe.
Oh, shit. Is she a 16, 17, 18? What are we talking about here on this scale?
Let me just say something. In terms of attractiveness, none of you Itkovians are really anything to look at. Let me just mind that.
Yeah.
But my daughter is beautiful. For whatever reason it may be. She's
Okay,
21.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah?
Might I ask, why us of all people?
You guys have no heirs. You guys don't like your mother. I wed one of my daughters to you. Your land becomes ours when you die. Whenever that is.
Whoa,
Hopefully that
whoa,
time never comes. And you guys make it
whoa.
out all innocent and shit, but I have an older daughter who needs to be wed.
Are you asking for a? Excuse me. If the heir will be a part of our house, correct?
Correct. Their name will be Itkovian.
And the land will go to him or her, correct?
Whenever they are, yes. But they'll be my grandchild.
And why do you say the land will go to you?
I said us, like, as a family.
It
It'll
wouldn't
be an
go
Itkovian
toward.
name, but it'll be intermingled in with Buckler blood.
Oh, I see. Yes, that's agreeable.
Alright. Well, you all will either be married on the night or tomorrow night. So, pleasure doing business with y'all. Have fun. And he'll stand up, walk over to the door, and open it up.
Storm the lady killer, huh?
That's him, isn't he?
Who would have thought?
He's gonna have to break his. Never mind.
What?
What?
Okay.
Doc?
You guys are all led back to your cells. I guess rooms.
We getting married in a jail cell, bro. This shit's fucked
How
up.
romantic. How romantic.
And yeah, we'll wait until the day passes. So it'll now be the 10th. And boys, I guess who's getting married?
Yay!
Let's go.
Unfortunately, he's getting married in his jail cell, so you guys can't see him. Bye.
Aw.
What the hell?
So that was a twist. This is how he skirts the plot line of us all dying.
This is where we introduce Drake's new character.
A baby?
No, insert female name here, Buckler.
Yeah. Oh god. Oh god.
Isn't that right, Drake? You're gonna play Jonathan's wife.
I feel so bad for you.
Tis I, the younger sister.
No.
You getting in here, Holcomb?
Huh?
Is the other one there?
Oh, the Draken?
Yeah.
What?
Cameraman, go in the camera room.
Yeah, do you want to be here for this or no?
Oh shit! I forgot that was happening.
Yeah, it's okay. You don't have to if you don't want to.
No. I want to be
I
there.
was wondering. Okay. All right. So, Thorm,
So
you are sitting in your room, waiting, possibly asleep, possibly awake. This happens many, many hours after your meeting in the morning. So you yeah, it's nighttime by now, and you see the door opening on up. In walks Rafe Buckler, who let's just roll his attractive real quick. See what kind of genes we're dealing with, huh? Oh, he's a 15. My father.
What about her? What about her? What about her?
Then next walks in our priest, of course, here to officiate our wedding. Let's see how attractive the priest is. How attractive the priest is. A 10 average. And lastly, our lovely lady of the hour. Rolling our 3d6. She is a whopping.
no.
She
Uh-oh.
rolled a 3, a 2,
Uh-oh.
and a 1.
Oh, she's a
Grand
six!
Can I please
total
reroll?
of 6.
Let
What
me
do you
reroll.
want to give up
please.
to reroll? What do you want to give up to reroll? Give me something significant.
Hero point.
You don't have any of those.
I'll give up a future hero point.
You want to give up? Sure. We can give up a future hero point.
An
The next one that
investment?
you would get. All right. I'll let you roll it then.
What am I
Roll in the
rolling?
roll 20.
3d6?
3d6. Can't be worse than a 6.
Oh god, yes it can.
An 8!
Well,
She's just average.
Anything else you want to give up?
Mid-ass wife.
That's what. No. No.
Uh-oh. Okay. And in walks our lovely lady, Alice Buckler. So, in walks these three, and they bring in the appropriate things like cloaks for the passing of the cloak, some lovely, nice little flowers, a set of plain silver banded rings, and a dagger. So, come in. The priest comes in and says, "Okay, I've been told that haste is of most importance here, so why don't we get this on as soon as possible? Yeah."
Okay.
So, have you ever attended a wedding before?
Yes.
Okay. So I need to explain anything to you. Alice currently has on a buckler cloak. Um, the father is holding the rings. And then you can say your lovely vows, starting with you, Thorum.
What are the vows? What are the standard vows?
Make it up. What do you promise to your lovely bride?
Health, wealth, loyalty, honesty. In life and death.
Very enthusiastic. And she will promise similar. She will repeat exactly what you say. There's a tradition for you to doff her cloak and then pass on your own of the bright Itkovian blue and orange from the mere uh, brass and blue of buckler, which you guys may do. You then both cut a slight, cut in your palms as you join them together, melding your blood into one. And then you may put your rings on the other. And that is the end of the ceremony. The priest leaves very quickly. Um, Lord Rafe sits around. He's clapping, and he says, "And it's a beautiful day, isn't it? Nice to
Indeed.
meet you, son." All right. Well, you two have an error to make. I'll be back. Actually, I won't be. Just, see you when I see you, buddy. He walks out the door, and you are left alone with little Miss Alice. And we don't have to. Yeah, Thorm doesn't have erectile dysfunction, does he?
We're gonna need to roll for that.
All right.
Can you get it up?
Roll D100. What number do we not want? Only pick one number between 1 and 100. We'll see if you're sterile.
Pick a number.
Pick a number.
15.
15. All right, roll. Oh, it was close though. She said, he's looking at her. The fact that she's an 8, he's like, well, fuck it, whatever. A woman's a woman.
All right. Yeah, we don't have the ERP. Unless you want to, of course.
I can.
Nope, no thank you.
All right. Well,
But you told me to practice.
you do it. Hopefully she's not sterile.
Do you want me? I'll go for that too. 15 again. Here we go.
15 again? Okay.
Oh.
Really
No, nobody's sterile.
Gee.
So, more than likely, hopefully, you do make a baby.
Goodness. That's
Sure.
a close call.
Very close.
Let's see.
Very,
Let's see if
very
Thel.
close.
Let's see if Thel is sterile. Oh no.
15 again? Oh my god! Alright. Fuck off.
Okay.
Don't you love romance?
It was just so. I was just love at first sight. Love at first sight, huh?
Alrighty.
So, how was he? I mean, she.
Bro, she's an 8, bro. Fuck.
And we're talking out of 16. I mean, she's mid. She mid-ass wife. Mid-all wife.
Mid-ass wife.
And Jonathan gave up his next hero point to re-roll her attractiveness because
She
she
was a
originally rolled a
6.
6. Again, out of 18. So, I will be making sure to write that down.
You don't gotta do that. You just forget this.
Surely that
It's
was.
it's in the logs.
Hey, we
And
can just
then-
forget.
And then Thorum was almost sterile.
Yeah, I chose 15. It was I rolled
Nice,
1d100 if it lands 15, I'm sterile. You got 13.
Oh, God.
God
And then- Alright, let me just write this down real quick.
Yeah, good thing Dane's gay, everybody. So.
No Thorum.
I thought he was saying, no, Thane's not gay.
Hero point level 6.
It's not fair.
You didn't have to re-roll it, bro.
I kind
Oh, and Lord Rafe rolled a 15
He was
for his
bad.
attractiveness.
Should have
Yeah.
married him, bro.
Okay. So,
For real. Maybe I'll marry him.
So true, King.
it is now the 10th of June.
Kill me, release me, but don't waste my time with talk.
But I grew up with soldiers. Sorry. And the 10th will go by without issue. Or with big issue, depending on how you look at this, if you wanted to get over. And next we arrive on the 11th of June. So, Thorum,
Yes.
you are now a newlywed man.
Uh-huh.
Have a ring and everything to bear it. Married into House Buckler, I guess. Live no joy.
White house ugly as fuckler. Holy shit.
She's not that much uglier than you,
Hey.
by the way.
I know.
You two
Everybody fucking
deserve each
ugly.
other.
Everybody
You two-
ugly.
also- yeah,
Just gonna say,
you're mid.
You're so depressed, bro.
Mid-ass wife, mid-ass husband.
So true.
I'm hotness level 10? What the fuck, bro?
You're not even him. You're not even him.
Where's my looks match, bro? This is
You're not
fucked up.
Non-existent. Okay. So, you all will be gathered once again. A guard will come in and escort you all to the meeting hall. And again, you guys' eyes are kind of fucked, so immediately walking into the meeting hall with all this natural light flooding in, you're sort of blinded. You guys are like one bat.
You blinded by the light.
Absolutely. But you guys walk in, all of the houses are gathered, similarly as they were in the first day you guys were here. And just if you ever wonder what it looks like, just look at the picture. Look something like this. It's beautiful
there's a
artwork.
picture?
Yeah, the one that Drake Holcomb.
You just doxed me! You just doxed me!
Good. It's like the
He
third
also
time
said
I've said your
Holcomb.
full
Yeah,
name.
yeah.
Okay, and every single time he's doxed me.
I mean,
My name is Keanu John Kamakana. And on March
As a
17th, I
minister
will fly a
of
plane
society.
in Honolulu Airport.
My name is Drake Holcomb and I remember everything. Anyway, You guys are gathered into the hall. Um, again, Lord Vandrin Squall stands above you guys at the at his throne, and sorry, I have to pull up something.
You gotta pull up.
Yeah, he's sitting there waiting to preside over you. Everybody else was gathered beforehand. You three were the last to arrive, and varying whispers and talks are happening amongst both the lords and the servants and some of the few other people who are pending in and looking at this fantastic court. The Lord stands and he motions for everybody to be quiet. Everybody silences. And he begins to speak. And he says, today I wish for this whole business to end so we may all go back to our lives. Firstly, I would just like to ask if anybody else has something to say, anything that they've deemed important, anything at all. Say it now before the ruling is made. He looks out at the crowd, looks out at you guys, says, all right. So, having gone over everything thus far with our the current evidence from which we have, I'm here to say that currently we're still inconclusive. So, Itkovian, for the time being, you may be allowed to return home. You may be forced, or no, you are forced to stay within the confines of your land
What the
for the next
fuck?
month.
Okay.
If you are to leave at any time, send a message, and we will have somebody to join with you on your travels. If all of this is sufficient, you all may be dismissed.
Okay.
As it happens, you guys are set free for the moment. All of your belongings are returned to you. Your spell book, Thorum, your weapons to all three of you, and yeah. The little guy that's been accompanying you, Thavian, he comes up and he says, well, have a nice life.
I'll bend down and I'll smile at him and I'll pat him on the head. You too. May the gods watch over you.
Who did you
He
just
like
pat on the
swats at
head?
your hand. Like
Who
swats
did
at
you
your
just pat on
hand.
the head? Who did
I
this Nathan just pat on the head?
Well, you can ask him in character, no?
Yeah.
Did you just pat Lord Squall on that fucking head?
No, Nathan!
And then he leaves. And then, yeah, you guys are free to
I
leave.
was one of his bastard children.
Oh my lord.
Can Nathan not make friends with a child who's asking him about, like, gods? Okay? Goddamn.
Destroy the child.
He's chilling, bruh!
Corrupt them all.
Alright, so yeah, you guys get all your shit. You can now leave if you wish, unless there's some other business you would like to attend to. Here
Can he
in
take you with
Storm's
him?
End. Key what?
Can he take his wifey with him?
She'll be joining you at a later time.
Oh. bitch already getting a divorce and taking the kids, bro. This shit's crazy.
There is no kid.
He fucked. They fucked.
Even if there's never mind.
He's
Okay.
he's fertile.
It was the time of the month, baby. We
Oh, I hate everything.
Okay. So unless you guys don't want to do anything else here, that's fine.
We
You all
out
can
here,
leave.
bro.
I'll say goodbye to Elise.
She's in the. She's in like the throne.
What
The
was her?
meeting hall,
What's
throne
his
room.
wife's fucking name? What's his wife's name? Did he even fucking say it?
I don't know. If
I did.
okay,
No, he
I feel like it
didn't.
was said like once. If you did,
Yeah, it was said once. Her
What's her
name's
name?
Alice.
Alice.
Alys.
God.
it spells a Y. It's pretty.
Damn, he
It
already
is
hates his wife.
I've heard that A names are bad luck, bro. That's what I've been hearing.
I
The hell?
I haven't heard that, but I've heard H names.
Holy fuck, he's right.
Okay.
Hate
You
me,
got
wife. Hate the
Elise is in
government.
the crowd
Love me, football.
in the
So
in the meeting hall, and she's standing there. And as you walks up, she says, "Well, for the time, it seems that you all are doing fine. But hopefully, by the time this month goes by, you'll be fully clean."
I'm curious as to what you believe.
Your story is a lot more interesting. It sure would be a shame if all this were just some sort of random act of violence in the middle of the night.
I promise you, it is not.
Well, I appreciate your hospitality. If you'll excuse me, me and my brothers will head home.
Thank you for your story. Have a safe trip. Yeah.
We'll definitely need it.
You guys can leave Storm's End. Again, a giant castle. The meeting hall is kind of close to an exit. Exit out onto like the cliff side, and you all step foot outside, and right when you do, you hear somebody calling after you
Oh.
with somebody who's already outside. The voice comes, and they say, "Itkovian." And you turn to look at the voice, and it is Casper Wilde, who's the guy who was like saying the mean things about you on the first day.
Oh, this is prick.
And he says, "Do not believe yourself innocent just now. You're just stinking up the king's castle, is all. So,
Do you ever stop whining?
whine I do not. Well, at least not while you lot still take up my space.
And what is it that you have
please.
against us? Why are you so superior?
Because I am.
Hmm.
You lot are nothing but a group of up-jump cutthroats. And your track record seems to agree with me. You are of ill blood. And I do not blame you, but your forebears. And I just wish that you could all leave amicably and head off to do whatever business it is you wish to do, but outside of a lordship, where you may be properly judged for your actions.
It's very funny.
The truth is often quite amusing.
I think you surround yourself with delusion, so I'm not sure you know what that word means.
You and your brothers and mother and anybody who shares any sort of relation with you delude themselves into believing they are of higher station than what they actually are. And again, this blame cannot be levied on anybody else other than your father and your father's father and your father's father's father. They are the vile men who have brought you to believe that you are who you think you are. And I cannot blame you, but my discomfort stands nonetheless.
Okay.
So again, I just ask that you all step down, give up your lands to somebody who deserves them, and
Like
then
you?
go form your own mercenary group or join some group of sellswords. Exactly! Someone like me. That would be perfect. Yes. Someone who can manage the lands properly.
There's the selfish in you.
Need not be me exactly, but I would do a better job than you all have. And you seem to be squandering any sort of opportunity that has been given to you, proving that your blood is clearly unfit to rule.
Brothers, let's walk away. We've had a day.
Your actions will not go unpunished. But for now, I will leave.
Unpunished? Is that a threat I hear?
I just dead stare him.
How would you wish to handle this in a proper manner? Of course, someone like you would probably prefer to just brawl in the streets in the mud, but we may set up something so that we could handle this properly.
I think our current captors would find that not amicable.
We may go and speak to the Lord himself. I think if we could figure this out between us, it would actually leave quite a headache off of his mind.
I'm gonna tell y'all right now, considering we're on fucking probation, I don't think starting a duel is a good idea.
As I said, a later date.
Ah, now would your God be quite happy with that? I've said some vile things about your family. The vengeance is right there in front of you. We may settle it in a legal manner. But of course, if truly your vows and words are light as wind and fly like feathers on a nice little breeze, we may handle it at a later date, and hopefully at the end of the month, the truth will reveal itself. But of course, not very vengeful of you, is it?
You don't get to say that name.
We should have walked away.
You speak
That's what I was
of
trying.
things you don't understand. My vows are solid. And I will not let you say this about my family. So yes, if you wish to settle it, let's do it now.
At the current moment, I'm not armed or armored. In an hour, why don't we?
In an hour?
And you may actually wreak vengeance, seeing as this bandit lord who has cursed your family still walks about. Hey?
How did you know about that? Why were you told?
Some places where money can get you. But, of course, you wouldn't know much about it. I'll meet you in half an hour. Right here on the cliffs. Everybody's here to know that it is legal, and whoever may the victor be, most righteous whoever that may be, shall not face any sort of legal consequence. How does that sound?
So be it. I'll see you.
So be it. See you then, Itkovian.
I just walk off. Storm off,
Alright.
actually.
Cool. And that's where we're in our session for the day.
Okay.
We go.
I would like to note, I guess not really like to know. I would like to ask, are we good to play on Sunday? As long as we do it early in the morning? Okay. Postpone it? Sure.
Unless you guys can start like way later, but probably just best to postpone that.
Let me
Wait,
find
later?
I
out.
mean, way earlier. I mean, way earlier. Excuse me. If you guys can start way earlier in the day, like 7 p.m. my time or 8 p.m., like if we can play for
Yeah,
like
I
2
can
hours.
play on Sunday.
Yeah.
Sure.
Let me know.
Yeah, we can do this duel. We can be down one less brother and see what happens with our Thane and Thorm combo again.
I wouldn't. Whatever. That's within your character. Either are being properly. Thorm wants to go home. Nathan wants to fight.
It's what his character would do.
What, Ithavian?
I don't think it's a smart decision. I think considering we're on probation, we should not be dueling the guy who's prosecuting us. I don't think that's a good look, but
Yeah, but I can't let him insult, especially Goldara like that, and my vows and my family. So
Nathan, we're gonna get executed.
That's okay.
You're ruining everything.
it's okay.
Yeah.
If we lose the duel, then we get pity because they're like, "Oh, look at the sorry family."
No, they probably just
They're
think
so
you're
bad.
If
evil.
you lose the duel, you die.
Yeah.
You lose the duel, you
They,
die.
if you lose the duel, it probably almost assures the demise of the rest of the Itkovians, probably.
Based,
No pressure, though.
no pressure.
No pressure, though.
Better not fucking lose. May the dice be in your favor, bro, because they have not been in their hours for quite some time.
I crit last session.
You got critted.
Me too.
And I did it.
Alas.
I think it's the more interesting option anyway.
I can't wait
You're
to
gonna
kill
get-
him.
You're gonna get fucking shit on,
Yeah.
you stupid ass.
It's fine.
Especially because he hasn't had time to prepare spells this day.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Hmm.
There.
Maybe should have thought about that.
Okay, well, like, I was forced
No,
into
you
a
weren't.
corner over my
We
pride.
should have just walked away, bro. We should have walked
Well,
away.
okay, did you guys do anything to stop me? Did you grab
mean,
me?
they
Did you
said,
pull me
hey,
away? I tried to
Nathan, I'm
leave,
not
and
gonna
then
grab
you.
your fucking tongue. Nathan, we're not trying to grab your tongue, okay?
Well,
Like, what, I
Nathan,
can't stop you from
Nathan, but
speaking.
you could grab your brother and pull him away.
I'm responsible for your actions now? God damn.
You kind
Well,
of
if
Making
you
a
are,
care
baby
so
here.
much,
Aren't you
if you
kinda,
care
if
so
you're the
much,
Lord?
yeah.
Isn't
Also,
that
yeah, aren't you
explicitly your
kind of?
job?
And also, if you care so much about what I do, and it's going to affect you, then maybe you should care.
All I want to say is that argument was like kind of petty. We're like, okay, let's walk away, and just kept going and going. Like, oh, okay, all right, cool. And then duel. Oh, okay. Should just sort of peak there, bro.
Yeah, because he fucking insulted my vows. It's the one thing that like this character stands for. This is the
Also, he's
equivalent
technically
of-
not responsible for his dumbass. He's just the brother. He's not a part of the house.
True, actually. And we're going to leave it on that bombshell. Thanks for watching another crazy episode of Itkovian. Find out next time. Will Thavian die to some guy named Casper? Will he become a ghost? And what will happen to the remaining two brothers? Only time will tell. Find out next time on Itkovian. Doo 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 doo.